It's Week 13 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the 49ers and the Bucs on Sunday night.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go in prime time. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll motion a tight end left. Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush, because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a 49er first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Purdy on first down. They'll set up the wide receiver screen here. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And this one does not go far. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Looking to throw, Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Purdy throwing here on first. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go. Hot, go. Check go.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Broke through the tackle. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And guys, man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. George Kittle, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They're out and set. First and 10. Baker now from the gun. McMillan hauls it in. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They run the counter with White. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Mayfield now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And the 49ers get there and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, it's a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Gets everything he has under this throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the gun is Purdy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Baker now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Running on 2nd with White. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now they'll face 3rd and 11.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll go left side here with White. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's Purdy to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He's got Ayuk on that slant. Continuing to move past the 45. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. Again, left side to McCaffrey. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Purdy. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Here we go. Ready?
On 3rd down, Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was beautifully He's struck. It goes right down the middle.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. First and 10. It's a give to White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Here's White again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Buccaneers looking for a score before halftime. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Dotson now in motion right. 3rd and short, Mayfield. It's Dotson on the catch. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He's on the move. He can run it. And just how they teach you. He gets a chunk of yards and slides down at the end to protect himself. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Baker. That pass caught by Dotson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Working inside the red zone. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's brought in by White. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Tight end motioning right. From the red zone now. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. We better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
fourth down. The Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One last play before the break.
Here we go, set, hot, go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we're halfway through this contest from Santa Clara, California. The hometown 49ers out in front. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
All right, Kate. Thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Hurts, strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. From there, we stay in the AFC East and skip over to Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go!
On the ground, begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Ready?
From the 27. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Purdy throwing here on 1st. That one is caught left side of the field. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside. I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Got a man over the middle. Complete. And they get this down to the 28.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Let's go.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
First down from the red zone. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
He's back to throw. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Brings in the kick at the 9. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's White on the give. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not
the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. But exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Here we go, set. Go.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. That's Mayer. He's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's 2nd and 7. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that means 3rd down coming up.
18 rep. Come on. Set. Go. Ready.
Purdy to throw it. To left sideline. Complete. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Now a give, McCaffrey. And it's a gain on the run, down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Ready.
Going run again with McCaffrey. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Let's go.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Baker now from the gun. Down the middle, complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Godwin sent in motion right. From the gun, Mayfield. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Mayfield now from the gun. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights, and they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the gun is Purdy. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we're looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Set up. Set go.
Here's McCaffrey. He still has room inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good bead on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Ready, go! Ready!
Back to the air on second. Purdy. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's tackled for no gain.
Kate, I can feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw. And that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field. In the field level, you get lost. But not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they got a first down here. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway.
Ready, ready!
They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Kickoff taken at the 13. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Baker. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set it. Hut, go. Hut, hut.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
70. Set go. Go.
Now it's Purdy. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Buccaneers have some new life in the fourth. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Buccaneers and Jahan Dotson about to take over on offense once again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Nearly an interception on that play. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Baker. On target to Godwin. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Here he is to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Throwing now. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And it's a touchdown. He made the catch and took it the rest of the way. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this game. Not much time. They've got to get this one back. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Ready.
They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll work a little room down to the 29. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's McCaffrey. Juke the defender. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the 49ers and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Primetime.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And we're off from Arrowhead. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Looking to throw, Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw. It would stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's Purdy to throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Play action now with Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
About to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 3 now.
Yellow.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Pressure coming for Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And this one doesn't go far. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get...
And the 49ers get there and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The 49ers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. They're out and set, first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pressure comes, Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3. Now Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now try it right with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. From the gun is Purdy. Complete over the middle to the big tight end. And he gets this forward to the 19. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. At the 20. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Ball at the 33 for first down. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Design bootleg here. And that catch is made down the right sideline. Great effort there. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long, Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Got a man open across the field, complete. Big man showed up the yards, and they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now lead by 10. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Butker to try the point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's found the end zone as a receiver this season. You can see he's top 5 right now among NFL running backs in receiving touchdowns. To the sideline, and it is caught. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Purdy throwing here. Escapes out to the right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd and long for him here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard.
49ers 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. kicker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now give left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Dump off complete to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To throw again, it's Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough 2nd pick 6 to watch.
Butker to try the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. He's got it over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
That finds IU complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. He puts everything behind this one. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 3rd and short. Throwing it just before halftime. He's trying to go deep again. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Najee Harris, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Amon-Ra St. Brown up near 200 yards receiving with 2 touchdown catches as well. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Bucks. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
Yellow.
They send the tight end in motion. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yellow.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Yellow.
They motion the tight end over. Throwing again, Mahomes. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now.
Attack.
Second and 3 now.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter, complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got it. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Butker to try the point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Play action now with Purdy. That's Mayer. He's got it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Purdy setting up that play action. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. Over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Jake Moody after the 49ers field goal try. This a 54-yarder. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Takes it in at the 21. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Design bootleg here. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Finding Pearsall. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And for a long time now in the NFL, going back to the 80s even, 4,000 yards has been the threshold that you got to hit to have a truly great year. And with that last completion, he's crossed that mark for the season. Congratulations to him. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
He's got it to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st. Trying the right side. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's 49ers football as we enter the 4th of what's been a largely one-sided game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds his man en route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. The counter give here to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Pacheco hauls it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
And he'll get this down to the 40. A pickup of only 2, and now it's 4th. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. First throw for the backup now. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Wilson now from the gun. He'll get this to Samuel. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Give now to the running back. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Now Wilson on the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 28 out of that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll run here on first down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. So that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Wilson to throw it. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
The give here on 2nd. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 2nd down.
So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Come on, set, go.
Wilson now off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. On play action now, Wilson. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on 3rd and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fielded at the 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Right back to Pacheco. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. It's Pacheco again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Jukes one defender. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Let's go.
Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it. Complete. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Trying to push it deep downfield. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-seen image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs make one of their best plays in the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.